Do you know there is a place in Tanzania where nature kills, yet refuses to let life disappear? A land where death does not end a story. It turns living bodies into stone. In northern Tanzania lies Lake Natron, one of the most extreme and unforgiving lakes on Earth. Transition to main story. And beyond these deadly shores, in the wild, untamed heart of Tanzania, the eternal battle between life and death unfolds. Every single day. Hello friends, welcome to Moradabad Wildlife Window, where every day opens a new window into the wild world. Come along with us to explore the amazing wildlife stories of Moradabad and its surroundings. There's a myth about Tanzania, a story we tell ourselves through postcards and screens. Myth: Tanzania is just a big zoo, a perfectly curated park where lions pose for photos, their manes catching the golden light on cue, a place where nature performs on a schedule. But the truth is infinitely more complex, more brutal, and more beautiful. Fact: this is a living, breathing chessboard. A vast, dynamic arena where millions of moves are playing out every single minute. Every gust of wind, every shadow, every scent on the breeze is a piece in play. The board itself is alive, shaped by forces that are ancient and immense. You feel it in the colossal Serengeti storms, which don't just bring rain, but rewrite the rules of survival, turning dusty plains into treacherous mud and sparking the green flush of life. You see it in Ngorongoro's ancient caldera, a collapsed volcano that has become a self-contained world, its mineral-rich soils creating a paradise of grazing that traps its inhabitants in a cycle of plenty and peril. And you can sense it in the silent slopes of Kilimanjaro, whose immense rain shadow dictates where forests can grow and deserts must spread, shaping everything that survives below. This isn't a park, it's a planet in miniature. And on this board, the pieces themselves are not what they seem. Myth: the lion is the king because he hunts the most. We see the magnificent male, the symbol of power, and assume he is the provider, the ultimate predator. Fact: the throne is a shared one, and the hunt belongs to the lionesses. They are the pride's engine, the strategists, the providers. The male's role is different, but no less critical. Males hold territory. Their job is security, a brutal, relentless patrol against rival males who would kill the pride's cubs to bring the females back into estrus. They are diplomats and soldiers who broker uneasy truces with neighboring coalitions. Their roars, a nightly negotiation of boundaries written on the wind. And they lose more fights than Instagram lets on. A male lion's face is a roadmap of battles won and lost, a testament to a life of violent defense. The real power move? It's cooperation. It's the lionesses, fanning out in the tall grass, using terrain and wind, syncing their tactics like a practiced team. One drives the prey, the others lie in wait. It's a display of collective intelligence that feeds the entire pride, including the king. But what of the lion's eternal rival? Myth: hyenas are just scavengers, giggling, skulking thieves of the savannah, waiting for the noble predators to finish their work. Fact: spotted hyenas are elite hunters with one of the most complex social structures in the animal kingdom, a strict matriarchy. The lowest-ranking female holds a higher status than the highest-ranking male. The clan is led by a queen, and power is passed down through her female lineage. They are masters of sensory intelligence. They read landscapes by scent, deciphering messages of territory, fertility, and the presence of a distant kill on the breeze. They read landscapes by sound, their incredible hearing able to distinguish the distress call of a calf from over 3 miles away. They pick wind direction, not just for scent, but to mask their own approach. And with relentless stamina, they test herds, probing for weakness, communicating with whoops and calls, until one animal makes a single, fatal mistake. Their success rate often surpasses that of lions. They are not thieves, they are rivals. This dynamic of predator and prey fuels the greatest spectacle on Earth. Myth: the Great Migration is a perfect circle, a neat, predictable loop on a map. Fact: it's a restless, chaotic spiral, a living river of nearly 2 million animals driven by a force more powerful than any predator, the search for food and water. It's not a circle, but a constant, desperate improvisation dictated by the planet itself. It begins with the rain. The rain awakens the volcanic soil, and the new grass chemistry sends a signal. This isn't just grass. It's a complex cocktail of phosphorus and nitrogen, essential for nursing mothers. The herds can literally taste the storm from miles away, but they don't move as one mindless mass. It's a phased, intelligent sequence. The zebras go first. Their digestive systems are equipped to handle the tough, fibrous upper stems of the grass, acting as nature's lawnmowers. By clearing the top layer, they expose the more nutritious, protein-rich middle shoots. The wildebeest follow the protein, their primary fuel source. And finally, the Thompson's gazelles come through to clean up the fine stuff, the tender new growth closest to the soil, which their smaller mouths are perfectly adapted for. It's strategy stacked on strategy, a mobile ecosystem where each species prepares the way for the next. The most dramatic moment of this journey is the river crossing. We love the crocodile ambush clip, the explosion of water, the primal struggle, but here's what you don't see: the agonizing calculus of fear and instinct. The herd arrives at the riverbank, a wall of terror. They are crowdsourcing courage. For hours, sometimes days, the pressure builds. The scent of water is overwhelming, but so is the scent of danger. The herd swells, a critical mass of indecision. Then, one jumps. Is it bravery, panic, or was it simply pushed from behind? It doesn't matter. That single action breaks the spell. The herd converts fear into momentum. Predators bank on hesitation. It's the gap between thought and action where they find their opportunity. But in this moment, the herbivores weaponize it into a stampede, a force of nature that can overwhelm even the most patient crocodile. Everywhere you look, this landscape is filled with this hidden genius. Elephants, the great architects of the savanna, map water sources across seasons, passing this vital knowledge down through generations of matriarchs. Their memory is the landscape's library. Giraffes, seemingly gentle giants, fight with their necks in brutal slow-motion ballets to establish dominance, then use that same neck to browse the thorny acacia trees no one else can reach, their specialized tongues navigating the spikes with impossible delicacy. Painted dogs, the most successful hunters of all, choreograph their hunts with a series of sneezes and chirps, a democratic process of deciding when and where to move. And after a successful hunt, they return to the den and share the food with the pups and the infirm first. Their society is built on a foundation of communal care. Which brings us to the final myth, the one about ourselves. Myth: safari is harmless by default, that we are merely ghosts in the machine, passive observers. Fact: our presence is a move on the board. Whether we intend it or not, we are a piece in play. The roads we build carve corridors that can alter migration patterns. The noise of our engines can shift nesting sites and disrupt the delicate soundscape predators use to hunt. A cheetah, stressed by too many vehicles, may abandon a kill, wasting precious energy. But this move can also be a positive one. When it's done right, with respect, with distance, with knowledgeable guides who read animal behavior as skillfully as a tracker reads the soil, with patience, our presence can become a force for preservation. Because responsible tourism funds the rangers who protect these animals from poaching. It buys critical time for habitats to recover. It gives economic value to wilderness, helping to connect the dots between parks and create the vast, unbroken landscapes these animals need to survive. Here's the mystery I love most. If you zoom out past the individual dramas, you see something else. No narrator, no script, just the fundamental patterns of life. The wind that carries the scent of rain, the hooves that compact the soil, the rain that nourishes the earth, the fire that clears the old growth, leaving ash, the grass that rises from the ash. It's a cycle, a rhythm. Tanzania isn't random, it's coded. A deep ecological logic written into every gene and every geological feature. And every animal you see, from the smallest termite to the largest elephant, is running that code, adapting on the fly to the moves of every other player. So if you ever come here, bring curiosity, not control. Bring a desire to understand, not just to see. Watch quietly. Listen to the silence between the sounds. Feel the tension in the air before the storm. Let the board reveal itself. And when you leave, your greatest achievement won't be a photograph, but the quiet satisfaction of knowing you helped leave it stronger than you found it. If you enjoyed our wildlife journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join Moradabad Wildlife Window and experience new adventures in nature every day. See you in the next episode.